Sara Elizabeth with Life Out Loud Films, and we are continuing to answer questions that have come through via either our email or our social media. Do you suggest that a filmmaker work on developing one film or many? Very good question, and actually a question that I get quite a bit. And my answer really is dependent on where you are in your career. If I look back to my first film, Lake Effects, it's very clear that that film never would have happened if I was not focused solely on that one film. I had laser focus when I got up, when I went to bed, everything I did throughout the day was focused on that film. And it was because of that focus that the film was made. I strongly believe that what you focus on in life, in any area of your life, what you focus on becomes your reality. And so if it's your first project and you're just getting started, there's no need to spread yourself thin, focusing on a bunch of projects. Hone in on the one that you are the most passionate about and that has the most potential on the marketplace as well. Focus on it, make it happen, and then move on to the next film. Now I say that, but you also should be ready in the process to answer the question of what's next. Because when you get into the room because of that first film, or you are talking about it, oftentimes a distributor, an agent, whoever it is that's sitting across from you in that meeting might also say, okay, that sounds really, really good. I'm interested. What else do you have, or what's next? So be prepared to maybe answer that question, but again, you can say, my focus is this project right now, and that's the next one that we're developing, so you don't have to actually go full-fledged into development. Then I'm going to fast forward a little bit and get to where I am in my career now, where we just released a slate of 12 plus films that Life Out Loud Films is working on. And I do believe that further in your career, as you move along, it is smart to not just focus on one film, but then to have several. And really the reason is once you start to develop contacts and relationships in the industry, every time you get into a meeting, if you get into a meeting and you're just pitching one project, if that distributor, agent, company has no interest at all in your project, the meeting's pretty much dead. But if you've developed a track record and they know already that they trust you, you've got good taste, you can produce, then you have, in my case, 12 projects, and most likely something is going to appeal to them. So you have a little bit of something for everyone. So as you get further in your career, I do strongly recommend that you have several projects in the works. And it also takes a lot of stress off you as a producer. I mean, when you're working on one film, you're essentially financially dependent on that film for your well-being. And if you have several projects out there, you also have the ability to kind of step back, breathe into them, and let the project that is meant to happen next surface naturally. And you never know what that project's going to be. Our society will determine that. What's hot in the news, what's playing in theaters now, all will determine what somebody on the other side of the table is interested in. So if you have many, you have that opportunity to find something that sparks. And again, let the films breathe, take a life of their own, and what's meant to happen next will happen. So those are my answers and my suggestion just based on my experience. So whether it's one project or many, I definitely wish you the best of luck, and we're always here to support if I can at lifeoutloudfilms.com.